Can I get back into the YouTube for flip's sakes?
Yeah, I mean, you're crackly anyway. So
am I really that bad?
Fucking A. No, just don't be self-conscious. Just, we're live, by the way.
Hi, do you know me? Hi, do you know me?
Did I mention that we're live?
Hi, I don't care. Why am I can hear myself.
That was just because I went into my YouTube. I'm all on one glorious system.
Well, maybe you should teach me how to do that too. God damn it.
Well, I didn't know I'd be working with such an amateur, but
I wish I could see you right now because the look that I am giving you.
Wait, hold on. Let me see.
The look that I am giving you through this freaking computer is insanity.
Jesus Christ. Damn you, Grammarly. I hate you. You're not my father.
What is happening?
Okay, so it's not even worth explaining. Do you have the program Grammarly?
No, I'm pretty good with. I think I'm pretty good with grammar, so I just kind of let it go.
So
let it go.
Let it go. So it corrects my grammar. It gives a little pop-up when it corrects my grammar. But when I'm doing slang or fun talk, it puts a link, like it puts like a pop-up right in front of where I want to read or type or whatever. It like gets in my literally in my way.
Oh, I see.
Like an obnoxious person literally standing on your way, on the way to the bathroom or something. It's like you just want to smack them.
Smack it.
Smack it like it was Bigfoot. We got to get these jokes out of the way because we all know this is happening today. I don't know if people are going to make those Bigfoot jokes.
This always happens, though. It
Poor
always
Bigfoot,
happens.
Though. He's
Poor
very
Bigfoot.
serious.
Leave Bigfoot alone.
Yeah, leave him alone, you animals. Like, serious.
Matt, Savvy, hello, welcome in.
Welcome to the stream, guys. We're going to get started in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Just enjoy the spooky music that supposedly none of you can hear.
No, they can hear it because I can hear it. So it is very quiet. Always. Also, we're so loud that oh, there it is.
There we go. You all right?
Yeah, I'm just laughing because
No, I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
Because I always laugh on Mondays. It's just the thing to do is laugh on Mondays. Matt says he hates Grammarly as well.
Yeah, Grammarly is just like, yeah. Thank you, Matt. Matt understands it.
I mean, I don't know. I don't use Grammarly. I am actually way boomer for my age.
I have noticed that.
Wow.
Set yourself up.
I did though. I did. But yeah, I mean, it's true. I don't know. For somebody who loves doing what she does, like on this kind of platform and things like that, I am not. I'm not tech savvy whatsoever.
Well, that's because you're a woman. That's
it. I'm not doing this. Bye.
Oh, fucking goddamn it. Sorry. Did you really hang up on me?
No, of course not. I'm just a little offended at the moment. That's all.
Well, you should be a lot offended. You're gonna let me insult your gender?
You did insult my gender, and
you know what? The erasure of women nowadays. You need to stand up for what it is to be a woman. You need to not take crap from assholes like me.
I can totally hang up if that's what you want me to do.
I think you should. Just leave me and Sasquatch alone to make this broadcast.
I mean, in all honesty, this is probably going to be your thing anyway tonight.
No, you're going to make me do all the heavy lifting?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. This is your thing. This is your guy. You love him.
You're the devil. We're supposed to be a team?
I mean, supposedly I worship the devil, so I mean...
Do you?
No.
Yeah, no, you don't work.
You do not actually think that I worship the devil, do you?
I do not. You don't have the balls to worship the devil.
Yo, seriously, you are digging a hole, dude.
Shaolin Iceboxer in the house. What's up? So have you sent all the links out? Can we start this bad boy?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm sending one more out, but yeah, no worries. Do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Do it.
Welcome to Mothership Monday. I am the Fat Mantis, and I am here with
Lanio.
Hello. Welcome to all the paranormal questions, interviews, analysis, and shenanigans that you're going to get in your life. This is all you need. This is your one-stop shop to paranormal answers for stuff. This is a reminder, guys, before we get started, we would love it if you liked this video, subscribe to this channel, and whatever app you're listening to us, hit all the good buttons. Give us spoons. Give us bits. Give us dollars and change, whatever it is. Subscribe, follow, friend, and lick it. Blam. Let's go. I'm sure there's an app where you lick it. I'm sure there has to be an app where you lick it.
Okay. I mean, listen, you've been on all the apps, so I'm sure that you already know.
I've seen some crazy apps out there before.
I know you've seen some crazy apps. It's okay. It's okay. What happened to your arm, Lainey? Oh no, not today, Satan. That's right. Not today, Satan. Absolutely. I guess I should explain. I partied too hard in Nashville. No, that's not necessarily
You partied
true.
with Bigfoot.
I partied with Bigfoot. Yeah, Bigfoot. Never mind.
Coming at you from Michigan, America's High Five Central. Boom.
Hey,
Geek what?
Welcome in. No, I actually hurt myself at work lifting a box of oranges, of all things. But I'm good, guys. It's okay. I put some.
So because she's beating around the bush, she hurt herself. I told her to go to the doctor. She didn't. She then went to Nashville and partied it up like she was 15 again, and now is in a sling and can't move.
It's a pretty sling, though.
At least it matches. Hello, Hannah Banana. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, it matches my shirt. I did that on purpose, and it's got this really cool thumb holder, so that's nice. Hello, Hannah.
Really nice.
Yeah, it's like
not my favorite nerdy duo, says Hannah Banana. Thank you all for stopping in. Now, I'm really nervous today because today we're hitting up a topic that's near and dear to my heart.
I'm more nervous today because I know how near and dear to your heart this is, and I feel like I am going to fail you.
You can't fail me. You can't fail me unless you're a dabbler in basic spiritual principles, but keep calling yourself a witch, even though you're clearly not, and you're not in league with a supernatural entity.
You are literally digging that hole, sir. Just keep on digging. It is A-okay.
But you cannot fail me. We're just having a conversation. We're just talking about Bigfoot lore, sightings, things like that. What you should know and what you shouldn't know. You know what I mean?
I feel like we should know it all, shouldn't we?
That's what we're here for. That's what this podcast is all about. And I got to say that, like, Bigfoot, what I like about Bigfoot is that he is like, he's the man. He's the macho man of the supernatural.
The macho man of the supernatural. Okay,
because,
I can see that. I can see that.
Because like werewolves are too, but I would say like he is, because look, vampires, ghosts, even gray-skinned aliens. They're all kind of, you know,
Beta.
yeah, they're kind of beta. They're a bunch of betas.
It's okay. You can say it. You can say it. Nobody's here judging you. A
I was gonna
lady
say something
injured her
worse. I was
rotator
gonna
cuff.
get
Yeah.
into.
Oh well, see, I am the censorship of this show to try to keep you from getting Shadow Man, which you already might be. So you know.
Yeah, for all we know, it could be Shadow Man. It's looking like it. Knowing how bad my shorts are doing, but
Oh, stop!
Lainey injured her rotator cuff. Yeah. Did you get any good pills?
No, the doctor was an asshole. Anywho,
So why do you love Bigfoot so dearly, Mantis? It's probably I don't know what the first supernatural thing I believed in was, but I remember watching a show on Bigfoot when I was real little, and I was like, that thing is real. How can people not believe that's real? That's clearly real.
okay, was this like Harry and the Hendersons show, or was this actually like a?
No, this was like one of those. So when I was a little kid, I was into unsolved mysteries. I was into a show called Sightings. Before X-Files was even on TV, I watched all those things that like before prime time on Fox, they would just have these like not gossip, but they were just like it was just like Inquirer like shows.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sightings would just be like check out this Bigfoot who stole this old woman's laundry machine in Kentucky. and there's some hillbilly running off of that. And I was like, oh wow, that I just loved all that stuff when I was a kid.
I mean, I think we both did, considering we're literally doing a podcast on it. So.
Right. And so I'm going to start it off the way I always started off.
Damn, I wanted to start it off this time.
You can start it off.
Okay. Do you believe in Bigfoot?
No. I'm kidding. No, of course I believe in Bigfoot. I mean, and I'm interested in how many people in the chat are believe in this. But yes, I definitely, I'm a big believer in Bigfoot. And what this is one of my similar things to aliens and to ghosts. And that this is why they're the big three or whatever, right? Because people see these things across the planet and have seen them for many, many years. And so that's why I have to do. Like, if anyone is questioning the ghosts, people have told stories of ghosts, the sightings of ghosts, since the beginning of mankind. So either all those people are crazy, or they're actually seeing something, some sort of phenomenon, right?
Okay, yeah, no, absolutely.
Same thing with giant monkeys.
Well, okay, that was going to be my next question. Do you believe that Bigfoot is just a giant gorilla?
That I don't know. No. He's something more. I think he's definitely something more. Whether he.
Cece, oh my God, hi.
What up, Cece of Cece's Astrology?
Cece, it's really good to see you. Thank you for being here. I love you. I miss you. Sorry.
Matt says, "Oh my God, I loved Unsolved Mysteries and Sightings. Yeah, those were great shows.
Yeah, no, for sure. They were better than Hair."
I don't believe in both Bigfoot. I know big surprise, says Matt. Yeah, so Matt is our biggest fan who is a non-believer, but that's good. Those are the good. You need those types of people in any type of discussion.
I feel that for sure.
So Lainey misses Cece. I love you. I miss you as well. Okay, there we go. Look at this love. Look at this love in this room right now.
It's so good to see. I'm sorry. It's really good to see Cece. Anyway.
Wait, so Lainey, do you believe
in Bigfoot? Yeah, no, totally. But okay, so here's the next question, and we kind of talked about this a little bit. But do you believe that Sasquatch, Yeti, and Bigfoot are all the same?
So I would say I believe they're the same creature. Yeah, I believe they are same creature, just different continents, different coat of fur. We've got wolves on every continent. You know, they just look kind of slightly different.
Okay.
But like it's the same thing with the ape men. Oh, thank you so much for the donation. That says Bigfoot was a man in a suit. Guys, that is the grainiest footage ever. We're going to discuss that. I even found out information about defunct Bigfoot sightings, so we're going to totally get into that.
Wow, you're not normally the one to go into the defunct sightings, so I'm excited for this one.
I actually think it's important to talk about defunct stuff.
Good, I'm glad. I'm glad because there's a lot of them. Yeah, no, there's a lot. Unfortunately, like the sounds and the noises and obviously there was a gentleman who did dress up as a Bigfoot and got caught. So no, I'm
excited. Or was there? Okay,
ooh.
so how much on that? But first, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to go on a little ride with me. And so it's actually interesting. Of all the stories that I got right now, this one is the unlikely. This is the unlikely Yeti. This is what I call this little story. In 1888, a cattleman went up to some friendly natives in California, and they led him to what appeared to be a meditating Sasquatch. Creature was up at, it was at night in a mountain, and it was in the what a lot of people might call sitting Indian style, lotus position, hanging out there. The creature would not refer to him or talk to him. Eventually, a massive, what he described as a moon, came overhead, lifted the creature up, and took it aboard. This is 1888.
So wait, are you? So now we're getting into the Yeti, the Sasquatch, and the Bigfoot being an alien.
Yeah. So this is funny because this is the oldest tale that I've heard that I have. Obviously, there are legends before that predate that, but in terms of like eyewitness accounts and stuff that people have, and so that's the weird one to start off with, because I don't think a lot of people associate with the idea that a Sasquatch could be an alien.
No, I don't think I would. I don't know. I don't think that I would think of Sasquatch being an alien.
Why?
Because I think that they're a missing link.
Right, but what would make you think that one is opposed to the other? Like, why can't he be an alien? just a question. It wasn't even a curveball.
No, it was a curveball because I feel like every time I say something, I debunk something that I've already said in previous episodes. So, like, it is a curveball.
Okay. Public friend, welcome in. Public says, I went through a huge Bigfoot phase as a kid. I believe like 20%. It could be real, but now have we not captured one? Just one? We're into this right now.
So you're questioning how we haven't captured one yet. I mean, I think that, like Mantis was saying, I think that they are something beyond just a primitive ape. Although there are studies that have shown that they have found and collected hair, and they have done DNA testing on them, and that they are fully lined up with humans, but besides that one genome, they're saying it's an ape.
Right. Now, the public friend poses a very interesting question. Why haven't we caught one?
I think they're too smart.
So okay. That's one of the things. So I've got a boatload of theories to suggest what these creatures could possibly be. First one we have from our cattle wrestler guy, friend of the Native Americans. Is it possible that the thing he described as a moon was a craft, and that the Sasquatch is an alien, and for whatever reason they visit these lands here on this earth?
But why?
Maybe that's why we haven't found one.
Okay, but why would the Sasquatch come here?
There could be lots of reasons. One could be maybe these are the hunting grounds. These are sacred hunting grounds that they come and visit every year. Maybe they have a summer home here. We don't know the minds of aliens. You know what I mean? Like, am I right?
Yes.
Are you agreeing Bigfoot's a predator? It could absolutely be like that, right? Because what's actually interesting is there are both like uplifting, beautiful stories of them, and horrible, terrifying stories of these creatures.
And mostly terrifying, unfortunately. Bigfoot has no dreadlocks.
He could.
He totally could.
That's ignorant, Ken. That is ignorant.
Look at how hairy he is. He could totally have some dreadlocks.
If I met one with the dreadlocks, I'd be like, word, and I would spark with him. But like, Public says, but so big. But so here's what I'm saying. It's just like the aliens. The aliens. Here's what I'm saying. Why it's a good argument that he could be an alien. They wouldn't let their own kind fall into the wrong hand. So even if somebody did capture, say, a body of one, they're going to make sure to get it back.
Yeah, but who's to say that we haven't caught one? Because honestly, every military thing that I came across was like, hush, hush. We don't talk about the Bigfoot. There is no Bigfoot. You're not to repeat any of the stories that you just told us. We could totally have a Bigfoot.
RM says Bigfoot is a weirdo in a fursuit. I'm calling it. Dude had a fursona before it was cool. Persona. That's probably that's furry talk, guys. I assume I know what that is. I probably don't want to know the details. But if you know what that is, enjoy your fursonas. You guys, they're not real, but if they were, they aren't smart. Okay, so I would say that if they are, they probably are smart.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I think that they're much smarter than we want to give them credit for. They've also been roaming the world for over 400 years. So why do we think that they're not smart? I don't understand that. I want to be his friend. I want to be his friend too, guys. Like I would love to be Bigfoot's friend. Okay, so I do agree with this. So here are some of the conspiracy theories that I think. Well, because Matt's saying why aliens? Why are you saying? Why you suggested? Why is everything aliens? Okay, so I do agree that it is odd that we have not captured them or found a community of them. I don't think we're so incompetent that like we're like driving down a road in a national park every day. Every day we're going by that, and suddenly it's like 20 feet that way is a colony of Bigfoots. You just didn't look. I don't think we're that stupid. Yeah, but they're more nocturnal, aren't they? They don't come like they seem to be more nocturnal. But where are their houses? Where are they hiding? Are they in caves? Probably. I would assume they're in caves. So I think something is up about their whereabouts. And so many Native American theories were that they were nature spirits, that they weren't actually an animal, but they were a nature spirit. Is that possible? Absolutely. That they only come into the physical plane for whatever reasons. So now we're going back to they're shifters. They shift through planes. Yeah, I'm posing all sorts of theories as to suggest what they could be. Okay. And obviously the first theory is that they're just an animal and we're just too dumb to find the animal. I don't think we're that dumb. I really don't think we're that dumb. And it's got to be something more supernatural. No, it could. It could be that dumb. It could be that we're that dumb. So, remember, it literally wasn't until like the 20s or the 30s that we even knew about panda bears. Actually, panda bears were considered a cryptid before that because they're fake. Do you think they're fake? I don't know. Honestly, like I have dove down the panda conspiracies. Look into it. It's pretty interesting to dive down the panda conspiracies. Actually, there's not a lot on the panda conspiracies either because it's so conspiracy. So, check this out. The British woman who, quote unquote, proved that their existence she was in communist China, and even the Chinese thought they weren't real. And when she went to the area and she found a baby panda, she found this little thing and then she took it to the airport. And when she tried to leave the country, they were like, "What is this?" And she said, "It's a dog. I bought it in a market. It's a dog." And they believed her. And she took it to the UK. No, I'm serious. That's actually the story. And she's the scientist who was able to prove that like panda bears were like an actual thing. Even in China, they were believed to be a legend or an extinct animal. They didn't actually believe that such creatures were around. I did know that. I'm just saying there's a lot of conspiracy behind the panda, just like the birds. They're not real either. I'm starting to believe the bird one. Yes. It's seeming more sensible every day. When you mention it, but I love Harry and the Hendersons. Freaking amazing. Hell yeah, that's honestly, I knew that Matt was gonna go there, and he always asks like, "What's your favorite storyline behind all of this?" And I'm like, Harry and the Hendersons for sure was my favorite. Don't think others would come to its rescue. You don't think so? Wow. Oh, I think totally would come. I think that they have to be smarter than the average furry monster because they've avoided detection so long. National parks do have night surveillance. This is how we study animals. However, public, not only we're constantly discovering new animals in the Parks Department, there is an ongoing conspiracy to believe that the Parks Department is covering up Sasquatches.
And
The
some
government is
people
covering up Sasquatches. They don't want us to know.
And some people believe that it's either the world of the Fae or something, that they decided where national parks would lie, depending on where access to these unforbidden animals were, where they wanted to keep us away from them. And that's where they decided this place is zoned off as national park. Because what is a national park but tons and tons of area, and then what they do is they tell you where you're allowed to camp and where you're allowed to like fish, because they won't let you go wherever. And usually people who venture off are never heard from again. And I'm wondering
because of Sasquatch.
Because of Sasquatch.
Right, exactly.
He's had enough of your shit. He's not putting up with it.
I'm not sure if you guys are going to touch on Bigfoot in entertainment, but I don't know if you saw, but Jesse Eisenberg is going to play Sasquatch in his next movie.
I did know that. I did know that. When I saw that, I laughed out loud. I was like, that sounds just totally ridiculous.
Yeah, a little bit. China owns all pandas, even in zoos.
Yes.
Yeah, but pandas aren't real, guys. Go down that rabbit
hole. Countries like communist China. Look, I'm definitely getting shadow banned after this. They're problematic for just getting answers out of anything, and so we have the Sasquatch here in America, but over there they have the Yeti, right? And so it's actually interesting. I wrote it down. The Yeti is a primitive Tibetan for Yate, which means the animal of the rocky places, right? And so they have legends that they're these creatures that live up in the mountains. They abduct women, have children with the women, and go around like being evil or whatever, right? However,
wait, these children go around and being evil?
Whatever they do, I don't know if they teach the children evil. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
If the Yetis are really evil, they're probably telling their kids, "Go get me a beer, you little shit."
This is like
I'm watching the game.
Shit.
However, there is a certain Tibetan monastery that was founded by a man who claims that when he was up there alone, he was dying in the mountains, and a group of Yeti came to him. He also called them the Wild Ones, and they used to bring him food. And they sustained him while he was up there meditating. And he would eventually, he would eventually make a monastery there. And it's actually really interesting. He would eventually cut off of one of the dead ones some of their like fur, and he like mounted it, and he like made it like a place of honor. And he was like, no one can touch the hair. That was from the Yeti.
The hair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it, British people will steal anything that's not downtown. Yo, you know what's hysterical about this? RM, that's so funny. Me catching up with you on this. So in the same story of in Tibet in 1951, I believe his name was Peter Burns. So what it is throughout the ages, the Tibetans would get pieces of Yeti and they would mummify it, and they had a mummified Yeti hand. And there was a British explorer named Peter Burns in 1951. He lived amongst the Tibetans to the Tibetan monks to learn their ways. And when they weren't looking, he cut off 2 of the fingers of a mummified hand and brought it with him to try to prove whether it was an animal or like a creature or not.
And we think that the British are so posh.
No, they're thugs. They are thugs, man. British people are dirty thugs. Yo, do not turn your back on them if you see one in a bar or something. Don't leave your women alone with them. That's for sure.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, no. RM giving you a star on that comment. You guys, we found pandas. We've never found a Bigfoot. Seeing is believing. So over time we found them. So if you were to say 5 years before that woman found a panda, talk about a panda, someone would say pandas aren't real, you fool. But they're down in the forest, bro. They're down in that forest. What happened to your arm? Did you try to fight a Bigfoot? This is going to be the reoccurring thing. I should have put up a sign on the art.
I fought the Bigfoot and I won the Bigfoot.
Geekwhat says, I did a story on the Jesse Eisenberg story. I did a video. Check it out. Geekwhat, very amazing YouTube channel. Please check that stuff out.
For sure.
Good commentary and updates about like pop culture and particularly entertainment. So, Public says, wouldn't there be more whistleblowers who come forward with real proof?
So there actually has been a lot of people who come forward, but I'm telling you, the government doesn't want us to know that they are real. They go ahead. I know.
No, keep going.
No, I'm just saying. Everything that I have found, because I did some research, because I didn't want to disappoint. But basically, go ahead.
But Public Friend's statement would suggest it's not that hard to become a park ranger. So if you're just a low level park ranger, you don't know about it, but like upper ones do. And so this is how we know about conspiracies in the first place. People whistleblow.
Facts.
Actually, there are literally all sorts of YouTube channels dedicated to interviewing park rangers and the claims that they have, including the staircase thing we talked about. Werewolves is another thing that they're revealing, and this Bigfoot thing. So there are whistleblowers. The problem is that when people like Public encounter them, they say, this isn't real. This person's an idiot. Right? So would you believe a whistleblower? This is the question, not just for Public Friend, but for all of you. If a whistleblower came back and was like, I was a park ranger for 20 years, I made it, I traveled up the thing, and I found out that we're hiding Bigfoot. Would you even believe this person? Like, be honest. I mean, you would, and I would. Oh. Savvy says I like adventuring off. Okay.
All right, so then let's all go. We're all gonna go to where.
Okay, Ouija board in a haunted house. That's an episode we're doing. 2, the search for Bigfoot in a national park in Arizona. Don't worry, I'm bringing guns.
That sounds terrifying, but let's go.
Let's do this. Another thing that I think people hate about them is their stench. So they're known to be hard, like really, that's
really stinky. Yeah.
One of their names is the skunk ape.
Yeah, okay.
Because of their wretched smell. I've literally seen somebody make the say that the reason why they probably stink so bad is that they just don't bathe.
So then, are they smart? Like,
no, but that doesn't make any sense either, because like I'm saying wolves don't stink, and they don't. I don't think they bathe.
Have you ever been that close to a wolf?
All the time. I run with the wolves at night. No, but seriously, I'm just saying, like, but I'm saying these creatures' smell is supposed to be epic. You're supposed to be able to smell them from far away. Wait, Yeti, as in Gumby and Pokies? Yeah, I'm sure that's where they got that name.
Probable. They are thugs. I agree. Are we talking about the English again?
The English or Bigfoot. They're both. Bigfoots are vegetarians, right? Or missing people. No one finds victims of Bigfoot. I like to think that they don't. Okay, so check this out. I do not believe that they eat meat. I think that I don't know if they eat meat, but they don't seem to attack humans unless attacked first. And I've got some encounters for you.
Do tell.
Okay, so let's talk about Bigfoot being an asshole. So Bigfoot can be an asshole. So where's this place called? Oh, St. Helens, Washington State. A place called Ape Canyon. Why did the Native Americans call that Ape Canyon? They must be delusional, right? Public Friend. Native Americans don't know why they name things.
Well, we don't even have apes in America. But,
right, but they added the word for ape was
ape,
in their thing. In 1924, there were some prospectors in Ape Canyon. Normally, it snows really bad during the winter, but this was not during the winter. And the names were Fred Beck, Roy Smith, and 3 others were prospecting when they saw a giant ape-like creature watching them from the bushes. Not knowing what the hell this creature was, they opened fire and they shot the creature. It went off into the woods. They went after it. It vanished.
Uh-oh.
They're like, okay, we're all good. Everything's gravy. The prospectors went back to the house that they just recently built. It's basically really a shed.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then what should happen is that night they are accosted by at least a dozen of those creatures. The creatures start throwing rocks and surround the house and all night long hound these guys. The guys are having a shootout with the Sasquatches, and it wasn't until daybreak, as soon as the sun started to come up, they decided to leave them alone and left them. Right? So that's in 1924. In place known as, so jumping to 1951 is the disappearance of Jim Carter on that very mountain. So a group of skiers, there were at least, I believe, over 20 skiers were all doing, they're mountaineers, but they're also skiing on the mountaintops. And Jim Carter, who was a very experienced mountaineer, was like, guys, why don't I go down real quick? And I'll be at the bottom, and then when you guys all come down, I'll get a picture of you guys all coming down at the same time. They're like, "That's awesome, bro. Go for it." So he goes on ahead, and they do not ever see him again. They're like, he just isn't down there, and they're like, "What's the meaning of this?" And so they look around. They end up gathering about 75 people, all experienced mountaineers, searching for that area for weeks. Never find his body. However, they do find his trails in the snow of his skiing, and it looked like he was escaping something, and he did crazy, very dangerous maneuvers, going down the steepest areas and trying to get out of there. It was totally erratic, like he was trying to get away from something. They searched even in caverns and stuff and never found his body.
Okay, question: did they see footprints?
They did not see footprints. There are no known footprints in this encounter. However, in the year 2000, here we go. In Ape Canyon, two brothers, actually a man and his family and his brother all decide to go out in the middle of the Ape Canyon, buy some land, and set up basically a communal home for them. And so what happens is the deer population is getting so out of hand that they start hunting off their porch. They're literally on their porch and they just see deer and they're just bucking them, which creates a lot of blood in their area.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, in the middle of the night, they start, and this goes on for months. They are repeatedly attacked throughout the year 2000 by what they believe to be Sasquatches. They said, during their investigations, they find deer, and the insides of the deers are literally ripped out of them. Like something reached into the deer, ripped them out. I don't know what they eat. I don't know if anyone knows what they eat. All I know is that the majority of Bigfoot encounters, people see them, they seemed freaked out, and they walk away, and nothing happens. That's usually it.
Okay.
Yeah. And now I've heard certain Native American groups would say that they won't attack you, that they are peaceful to humans unless you kill them, in which case their wrath will be uncontrollable.
I mean, they're 7-foot humanoid fuzzy people. Yeah, I wouldn't want to fuck with them.
Ken, if you put in I don't remember the names of them all. I was playing one on one of my Brunch with the Fat Mantis a couple weeks ago. If you just put in national parks, secrets, mysteries, things like that, you're gonna find this loophole of this sinkhole of YouTube channels that talk about it. Park rangers admit, right in things like park ranger admit, park ranger confesses, things like that. They're all over the place.
I would love to get a park ranger on here. That would be fun.
You know what? I should become a park ranger so I can prove these naysayers wrong. Public friend said I would never say that. I'm sorry, public. I'm sorry if you felt attacked that I was like. I could believe them. It depends, right? Oh, so a public thing that if a park ranger came to them, that they would be receptive to what they had to say.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I think that we need to find a park ranger. I feel like we have to know one somehow, some way. We get them on here and we talk about Sasquatch with them, because I know people have seen. I believe it. I totally believe it. What about breeding? They have to be fertile only once every 10 years. Otherwise, they'd be overpopulated like deer. Maybe.
So, if we're looking at, and here's what I'm saying, there are a bunch of questions as to where's this population. They seem mostly docile unless you piss them off. My advice to you is don't shoot at them.
Right. And I mean,
right?
the world's vast. Like they could totally be somewhere, right? In the woods, hiding, in big caves. Oh, Middle Earth. There we go.
Okay, now you're just being an ass.
No, no.
No, what's the continent of the immortals? Amon in Middle Earth.
Oh
That's where the elves
yeah.
originally came from.
Yeah,
It could be
exactly.
like one
Middle
of those
Earth.
areas that you can only go there if you're an immortal.
But I'm being an ass.
I'm giving a legitimate theory, and you're
Oh, I'm
you're
so
just
sorry.
mocking Lord of the Rings fans.
I am okay.
All animals bathe in a river or something. They have to. No, I agree. Even okay, so actually, we might even want to talk about supposedly debunked Bigfoot stuff. Do you think the Bigfoots were real but died off like dinosaurs? Is it possible they're just a near extinct race that they're just so rare you don't encounter them a lot?
I mean, that could be it for sure. I don't think that they're dead. I think that they are definitely still among us. I mean, people have found footprints, extremely large footprints. Yeah, I would probably believe that they're more closer to extinct.
Remember that movie Congo with the gray killer gorillas? Do you think Bigfoot is like that? But they only live in a specific city like El Dorado, but not. Yeah, no, I feel you. I think it's totally possible. Are they giant gorillas or are they intelligent? Are they as intelligent as us?
I think that they're the missing link.
I like Ken's idea that they could just be like predators, man. That they vacation on Earth and they're like, oh, it's time to go back to Earth. Let's check out what's going on there. And then some stupid prospector shoots them. Starts an intergalactic war.
Literally.
Oh,
sorry.
You all right?
I'm good. Yeah.
Do you think the government hunted them down like the buffalo but seceded in the so here's the question. If let's say they do have a pact with the Sasquatches, that they give them the national park, the deep parts of the national parks, and they're like, that will be your realm. How did we strike up this deal? It's possible that they would have to be able to communicate with the Bigfoot, right?
Or are we so afraid of the Bigfoot that we're just like, stay the fuck away from them?
But at this point, we have we have nukes and shit.
We do now, but like maybe there was just a fear of them, and it was like, okay, we don't mess with the Sasquatch. My whole thing is that why is the government so gung ho on hiding the fact that they are real?
So there's a bunch of reasons for that. I would say that. And so here's another theory that I'd like to pose. Is it possible that the Sasquatch is as intelligent as us? They're not just apes. They're as intelligent as us, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But they choose to just live with nature.
I mean,
they don't want anything
humans.
to do with our technology, and they're just like, this is how we are, man. Leave us alone.
I wouldn't. Yeah, for sure. I mean, there are still humans that don't want to have anything to do with technology. So why would we think that there isn't another humanoid being out there that's just as smart as us, and they're just like nature? Yeah, but I also really like the idea of them being a nature spirit, as you were saying. Why couldn't they be a spirit? Maybe they are walking both planes. Maybe they're gatekeepers of some sort. It's definitely those are the theories that I would go towards.
Yeah, no, they may be gatekeepers. They may be nature spirits. They may be travelers from another dimension. They could be from another planet. It could be any of these things, in my opinion.
But I'd like to meet one and find out.
But I think it would be interesting if they're living out there, because I want to pose an idea that this has to do with like our original beliefs on what we did to the Neanderthal. Now, there are some anthropologists who don't agree with this. However, the truth is, like most social sciences, anthropology and the like are full of shit. The truth is, you'll never really know the answer unless you were there. And so they're kind of trying to speculate why the Neanderthal vanished. And so the leading reason is Neanderthals were peaceful and we were not. And the ones and the ones we didn't rape and add to our genetic pool, we brutally murdered. And so that is why we became the dominant species. And we've been finding more, like the Desova, We're finding other sentient humanoid species that once lived amongst us that evolved at the same time, but we just didn't allow to live. It's almost like we waged war against our cousins and we brutalized them, right? And
Are we
so
surprised? Sorry.
and so it seems as if not only are we phobic of other countries and other civilizations, look at what happened to the Native Americans, right? It is possible that we are phobic of other sentient creatures, and that, let's say did meet a Bigfoot that's intelligent. Could we deal with that? Would it blow our little minds that they are as intelligent as us and they're hanging out? Or would we constantly be paranoid, think they're up to no good, and conspire to destroy them? And is it furthermore, the thing that I'm thinking is maybe we've decided not to mess with them and to give them territory because it's not that we're going to win. They're going
to win.
Yeah.
I mean, that to me makes more sense. Maybe we did fight them a long time ago and we realized that would lead to our extinction. But yeah, absolutely. We are heartless. We're a heartless species.
Yeah, we're monsters.
We're monsters, man. And maybe we know that, like, the Yeti could do so much better on this earth, but we're just selfish individuals that want to destroy Mother Nature.
Humans just blow chunks. Matt says you mentioned Native Americans. Do you think that maybe Sasquatches are really just shapeshifters?
No. I don't think that Sasquatch is a shapeshifter. I think that shapeshifting is very defined and definitive, and I would not go with Sasquatch being a shapeshifter.
So Public says no way, I would definitely shoot at it.
And that's why we would die, Pubs.
and that's the thing. And so here's what the mantis does if and when he sees a supernatural entity.
Shoot first, ask later?
No.
Ah, there we go.
So, you like your Star Trek?
I do.
I know you like Spock. I know you think he's hot. The new guy, right?
Oh my goodness. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Those pointy ears,
Right here, guys. If I see a Sasquatch or I see a gray alien in the woods or some shit, I would just go,
live long, prosper.
Live long and prosper, bro. And hope he goes about his business or lets me go about mine.
So you wouldn't even try to, like, talk, converse, have anything to do with, like, me personally, I know that I am so curious that even if it were to lead to me getting my head ripped off by a Sasquatch, I would try to talk to him.
Lady said annoying neighbor that the alien just wants to be left alone, and you're like, "Hey, how's it going, guys? My name's Lane."
Can we have a conversation?
Would you really do that to a Bigfoot though?
Yeah.
A Bigfoot looks like an animal. I'm not fucking asking.
I think that if I were to get close enough to said Bigfoot, I think that I would. Yeah, I'd call to it. I would call to it. And if it didn't want anything to do with me, I'd be like, okay, cool. But I'd be like, hey, how you doing, bud? Like,
well, I kind of say a few words if I see a dog. I don't know if the dog's coming over. I'm like, hi, what's your name or something. But I doubt I'd strike up a conversation with the Yeti.
Yeti wanted to strike up a conversation with me, though. I'd be all for it.
He clearly doesn't. I'm saying I wouldn't be the... And so what's funny is in terms of where they're at, RM brought up a very interesting one that is going to take this podcast in all sorts of directions. What about the Hollow Earth theory?
That hurts, but it was worth it.
Technically, Hollow Earth could be its own episode, but of course we have to discuss this, right? So
do you believe
who here knows the Hollow Earth theory?
Do you believe in Hollow Earth?
Ish. I believe that I don't think that normal creatures could live down there, and it comes down to this pressure. We dig. So here's what it is: humans take machines and they try their best to dig the deepest tunnels ever, and our devices, our digging tools, our machines just get crushed under pressure. The closer you get to the center of the earth, the pressure is intense. So I just don't see how an animal could just be living down there. Being like,
okay, but you don't think that could... Okay, Hollow Earth is definitely going on the list of things we are going to talk about because I do believe in Hollow Earth. So yeah, this is going to happen. Yeah, I 100% believe that there are creatures living in Hollow Earth.
So Public says, by the way, Native Americans did not name it Ape Canyon. It got that name after the ape events. Okay. Okay. Thank you for clarifying, Public. Our
Frodo and the hobbits weren't
Public and Matt
immortal.
should have a show together.
They should
Debunking.
just debunking Mothership Monday.
It comes on the hour after Mothership Monday. You know, it's like talking with the dad or whatever. It's gonna be Matt Cat and Public Friend are gonna be like debunking Mothership Monday.
Don't you dare.
Matt just said his name was Roy Smith. His real name was Ray Smith, and it was 1925, not 1924.
Man, they are just they're biting back tonight, aren't they?
Frodo and hobbits weren't immortal. They weren't. So it wasn't just for immortals on that continent, though. It was like mortals and champions and people who did favors for gods, and like there's like a list of freaking epic people who can go. Basically, normal people like me and Lainey can't go there.
I'm not normal. Fuck you. I'm going.
They would never let you in to Ammon.
Yes, they
would.
100%. I would totally get into Middle Earth. We will fight on that one.
Okay, so to clarify, Valinor is the name of the Undying Lands, and so no, the Valinor is the elven part of that continent. The grander continent is called Aman. I've actually literally just saw a YouTube thing explaining the different continents and showing the original maps. So yes, it is Aman. Valinor is just the forests where the elves came from.
Tonight is making me extremely happy.
That we're dorking out so hard, or what?
Totally.
I'm
we
getting
are
debunked.
dorking out in the worst way.
Wait, do you think we have a peace treaty with them? Do you think they could take us over?
Yeah.
I wonder. Do you think that just sheer savagery of a Sasquatch could take humanity down?
Yes, I think that 100%. If they know that they could fuck us up, and that's exactly why they just walk away and they do their thing, and they're like, "It's okay, you little human peon. I don't need to destroy you today and rip your head off of your body."
I think they are shamans that can't turn back. That's like the what is that? The skinwalker thing?
Technically,
remember when a skinwalker, like, what is it? A skinwalker can take on the form of animals, right?
Yeah, but skinwalkers
Skinwalker
they're not considered good spirits, and I don't think that Sasquatch are necessarily bad.
But remember, we've seen them act bad and good according to these stories. So maybe there are bad ones who can't turn back. I mean, maybe Ken is onto something.
Maybe Ken is onto something. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that there's no possible way that they couldn't be a shapeshift of some sort. Do you think that Sasquatch is smarter than us and they look at us as a welfare state? And that's why they don't present themselves to us.
So when they see us, they just think of us as trailer trash?
Sorry. A song just popped into my head. I apologize. I don't know. I don't know if they're smarter than us or if they are just as smart as us.
Oh, I think they could be smarter than us. I think if they are some sort of angelic creature or creature that's of the gods or from a magical continent or some shit, I think any Sasquatch could beat me at chess. Right?
I don't think that they would know how to play chess though. So
oh, you underestimate them because they're furry and they don't take baths. That's fascinating. I've never heard this level of bigotry coming from you before.
Oh my God, I am like far from a bigot, but I don't know. I think that they're listen now. Yo, off topic, the Superman statue behind you, Mantis, is cool, just saying.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. I love that thing. You got to respect Soups, man. You got to respect Soups. Hopefully, Henry Cavill will someday represent again, but that's neither here nor there. Maybe Henry Cavill can play a Sasquatch someday.
I would watch that. 100%.
I would watch that. Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh.
What would be the physical defense against a Bigfoot? Do we just treat it like a bear and try to be as big as possible, or do we just say prayers and die? So I've even
prayers
heard
and dies. I'm sorry, but here's the thing too, is that they've been shot at how many times, and like they just come back, and I think that they're
it even gets weirder where people have there are reports of people who feel that they've hunters who feel like they've shot it, successfully shot the creature, and
Uh-huh.
then later on the creature vanishes, and then they find their bullets in the trees with no blood on them, as if they passed through them. That's why I sometimes think, like, I know you guys get tired of my interdimensional theories, but sometimes I think that maybe the Sasquatches like live in another dimension, and they only coexist with us occasionally. If that makes any sense. Bigfoot too scary. Shoot on sight. Public. I here's the thing. Public. I'm not going to tell you that you wouldn't do what you're saying you're doing, but public. I don't think you would shoot, say, a dog. Like if you saw a big dog and you didn't know this dog in the woods, I don't think you'd shoot it, right? Like that's
no.
And so I wouldn't shoot a Sasquatch if I didn't know who or what he was. Now, if he was coming at me fast, I'd shoot him. But
yeah,
like,
but okay. So, but here's the thing. Well, I mean, all right, fine. If a Sasquatch was coming at me as if like they were going to kill me, I'd probably shoot. I'd ask questions later, or pee my pants and run. I don't know what I would do in a situation of a Sasquatch coming for me.
In the Ape Canyon or 1924 encounter, to these guys' own admissions when they described this event, they just said they saw the ape in the woods and just shot it. Like homeboys just watching them, and like savages, they just shot them. If an ape is just watching me do work, I'd be like, "Hello, ape man." You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't attack.
Okay.
That's like I feel like that's OD, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's featured in King Kong versus Godzilla. Yes, the Hollow Earth theory. So let's get back on that real quick. So here's what it is. I know about pressure. I believe in pressure. I believe this is true. What do you believe would prevent the pressure from like crushing these animals that are living under the earth?
I mean, Sasquatch is obviously bulletproof, so why couldn't he be like some sort of, I don't know, like
pressure? Like he's super durable because of the pressure.
Exactly. Like I feel like there could be total, like, okay, so we sit here and we talk about aliens once again, and how like there are different planets, and we think that it has to be like this perfect atmosphere for a being to be created. Why can't a world that has pressure or high winds or is like super hot not be able to sustain life? We have no idea.
No, I agree. I have that theory as well. I agree with you on that. Like,
so why couldn't our own planet be sustainable to other creatures, even if it is in a hollow Earth, Middle Earth kind of situation?
Matt says, "Well, we all know I don't believe in hollow Earth." So I mean, I guess I'd have to test the Sasquatch's like durability because that's pretty durable.
I mean, yeah, they're super strong, they're super fast, they're bulletproof. Sounds to me like that's a pretty durable creature.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're right. I am ignorant to the thing. I would love to test the Sasquatch's strength and durability, though, if he's into it.
I mean, that's the thing, though, isn't it? We have to figure out if they're into it.
There are fish that we've never seen that live very, very deep under the water. So here's the question, though. Do these fish just come up, bob up occasionally and hang out? I don't think so, right? Because I think that a low pressure situation is bad for a creature like that. So I'm saying there's some scientific like puzzlement here. Like, can the Sasquatch survive both the high pressure and low pressure situation with no adverse effects? Like, you know, they can stand the pressure, but can they stand also the non-pressure? Oliver Trantham, welcome in. Holler at your boy.
Oh my gosh, hi!
Who wins in a fight? Bigfoot versus a werewolf? Ooh. Oh, that's a really good question. Like, look at the Bigfoot behind me. Not in my room, but on the wallpaper. That dude just looks like he could beat anything, right? He could pound anything into just a puddle of mush, right?
Absolutely.
What do you think? Werewolf versus a Bigfoot?
Bigfoot, for sure. Give me the 18 fish vessels every time.
Hello, Sean. How are you, my friend?
Hi, Sean. Love you too. Everybody's just making fun of my arm.
Okay, are you saying, Matt, is there a difference between a werewolf and a Bigfoot?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I would shoot a wolf.
No.
Bigfoot isn't a dog. Oh, what? Public, who are you?
Yeah. Oh my God. No. If
Public, what's happening? I thought I knew you.
Pubs.
I mean, I guess it's none of my business what you do to a Bigfoot. I just don't advise it. Like, I don't think it's like advisable.
You'd have to do it for humanity. Would you kill a Sasquatch or a wolf? Like, why would you shoot a wolf though? Like, what?
Yeah, what is happening?
Oh my goodness!
Can Hollow Earth and Flat Earth coexist? No. I believe. Yes. You know why?
Oh my God! You're not a flat earther, are you?
I'm not a flat earther, but have you seen the models of flat Earth? It's a misrepresentation. It's not real. It's not flat. It's not flat like a graham cracker. Like it's like a graham cracker, but it has like it's like a floating island or something. You know what I'm saying? Like there is a bottom to it.
Yes, I understand. It's like, yeah, I get it. I get flat Earth.
So maybe. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I just realized something.
Are we flat earthers?
I think we're both flat earthers.
No, shut the front door.
Because here's what it is: the idea of believing in like the pressure system only if you believe the standard theory of gravity, and that we are an orb. If the Earth is not an orb or circular, there wouldn't be high pressure at the lower parts of Earth.
No, but you're already saying that there is pressure with our machines when we try to tap
the man has told me there's pressure. For all I know, it's a lie to keep me away from Bigfoot.
Oh my God, we're flat earthers.
Yeah, what I'm saying is they could have a hollow Earth and a flat Earth at the same time. The Bigfoots could live down there, and they just occasionally come up to like see the sun for say hi or whatever, a vacation, if you will.
Wow. Okay. Is there a difference? Wow. Oh my God.
Is there a difference between Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Yeti? Like, are there all like? We're all human, but we're all right, Asian, right? I think they're the same. The only one that's really not hitting the thing is the Falk monster, also known as the Jonesville monster.
Oh, I don't know this one.
So this is the one in the swamplands of, I believe, I want to say Arkansas. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think Falk is. Yes, Falk is. Falklands monster is Arkansas, but the swamps of Arkansas. This creature's footprints and handprints show 3 fingers.
Oh, okay.
And it seems like it has a similar description as a Yeti or a Sasquatch. And so people are speculating that's a different type of monster than what they are.
Because it only has 3 digits.
Yeah, 3 digits as opposed to Bigfoot footprints. By the way, and we'll get into that now. But they have 5. They've Sasquatches and Yetis and all these creatures have 5.
Right, with an opposable thumb. Although they say that their hands are slightly different than ours. Their thumb specifically is slightly different than ours.
And so check this out. Let's talk about real quick, if you're into it. The people who are trying to debunk all these stories about the Bigfoot.
Yay! Right? Yeah, let's get into some debunking.
Okay, so in 1967, there was actually let's go further back. I believe in 1961, there was a series of Bigfoot prints were found in various parts of America. There seemed to be a growing number of them, particularly around California and that side of the country. Mm-hmm. Right? Then in 1967 is the world famous video of a Sasquatch walking around a campsite in California's Six Rivers National Park. This was taken by Gimlin and Patterson, 2 hunters or whatever. And so that became world famous. These guys are world famous, blah, 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 blah. Along the lines, many years go by, and Patterson eventually dies of cancer. And so Gimlin in 2002 comes forward and he says, it was a hoax. We made it up. Right? It's all made up. And so what it was is that this dude, yes, in that same year, the same guy who did the footprint admits that it was a fake. He too is like, as long as we're talking about fakes, I faked that too. I made my own Bigfoot footprint and I was doing it all around. So they followed all these ideas of where his name's Gray Wallace, is the construction worker who did the footprints. They followed in and they followed all the ideas of all the footprints. And for starters, I'd like to point out that people think this phenomenon all started in the 60s. People have found Bigfoot prints since the beginning. Since the beginning of America, since in Europe, people have seen these things all over the place. It is not a new concept.
Right.
It was just with modern media that it got big, right? And so anyway, people figured out that Gray Wallace couldn't have physically done this, all these footprints. Like there weren't.
But why would he?
Right. And so I'm pointing out this to you. And so also when Gimlin said that he had done the video, they asked him like who made it, right? And so he says a guy named Philip Morris made it, not connected with the smoking company, but a costume designer named Philip Morris. However, the offices of John Chambers, a movie making the guy who makes costumes for many years, he's passed now, in the movie said no, he always said he made it. And so people are fighting for credit as to who actually made or starred in the costume. A guy named Bob Haramis, I'm probably misreading this, claims to be the actor in the suit. However, people have also pointed out that if you actually look at the thing, its physical proportions are not that of a human. It's not just a human like on stilts.
Right.
It's like torso is way too big for a human to both control the arms and the legs.
Right.
And so basically, and so I want to point something out to you. And RM, please remind me in the thing. There was this dude who apparently back in the day pretended to be involved with the government and the UFOs, and he revealed all this information about UFOs. And many years later, like on his deathbed, he revealed that people had come forward and paid him to lie about his UFO credentials and information and to spread misinformation. So I want to submit an idea to you. Is it possible that these knuckleheads who made this video or coming forward, all these people coming forward, conflicting stories, who's the actor, who's the costume designer, that someone is paying them to create disinformation?
But why?
Well, the first question is, why would anyone need disinformation? Is it possible that there is real information out there?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Here's the way I say it. If aliens aren't real, right? You wouldn't ever have to debunk, or if they're not real, you don't ever have to debunk their people and information. Let people talk. They can be idiots. There's no reason to debunk it. So why would somebody pay someone to spread disinformation unless there was real information out there that you didn't want getting out?
Absolutely. But
and it's the same thing with this. What?
No, go ahead.
No, what were you saying? Wouldn't it make you?
Remember. Go ahead.
You need to take some ginkgo biloba. You need ginkgo biloba, young lady. You forget things so easily.
Listen, if you keep interrupting me this way, no, I'm just kidding. I believe there is a whole genre of fiction for that.
There is actually a genre of Bigfoot erotica. And I'm not just talking about like porn. I'm talking about like softcore romance novels that women would like, about like meeting Bigfoot. He's sensitive. He's sweet. They bone. It's like a thing. It's like a thing.
Mean, sure. I don't think I'd bone Bigfoot. Don't think so. Anyway.
We haven't met one, have you?
I haven't met one. You know what? Maybe that's just what I need in my life, is a Bigfoot.
So what I'm saying is, if people are paying people to discredit a Bigfoot information, it's possible that there is real information. Because why waste the money at that point?
Well, no, and I fully agree. Especially like they're coming out years later and then saying that they're going to debunk their own information, and it's like, okay, one, why did you do it? Why now? Yeah, that doesn't make much sense to me. Or I guess you could go where it's like, oh well, we wanted to become famous, and it still doesn't make sense to me. The money thing makes total sense to me. You were paid to lie and tell people that you created the Bigfoot when you obviously didn't.
Right.
Crazy,
right?
Super crazy.
Absolutely crazy. Pub says, if I'm out in the woods and a wolf approaches me, yeah, I'm shooting it. If a wolf approaches you, yes, I could see shooting it. But if, let's say I'm walking through a forest and suddenly I see a wolf and the wolf looks at me and we're both like, oh, and we didn't mean to stumble on each other, I'm going to wait for him to leave. I'm sure he's going to take off. Yeah?
I don't know. I've heard wolves can be very aggressive.
Well, I'll shoot him if he lunges. I wouldn't enjoy it, but what else am I going to do? Run? Don't run.
No, don't run. Shoot. Matt, you might be a furry. Oh, uh-oh.
Show the Bigfoot video. They want to see the Bigfoot video.
You can show it.
Of course, it's always days that I don't have a share screen. It's
really funny, too, because you literally said before we went on that you did not make a share screen. And I guess this just shows that we should always have a share screen.
It's just more work. Who has all these?
I know.
But I love you all, and I love this show. So we're gonna do it in a second. Laugh and loud. I'm not a furry. I'm not into anything freaky. I'm so white bread. Not on his deathbed at a UFO conference. Okay, there we go. What's the Bill Moore? That's the guy's name. That's the guy who was paid. He was paid. He admits he was paid to spread misinformation about UFOs and things he supposedly knew about UFOs.
Okay,
he made a fake conspiracy to mislead us.
Sure. I think it happens. I think it happens a lot more than we think it does.
Matt says, do you think Sasquatch is responsible for any big events in history?
Ooh.
The Holocaust. That was a joke, of course.
And we wonder why you're shadow banned.
Yeah, we wonder why I'm shadow banned. Do you think Sasquatch blood is useful as far as health goes? Like oh my God, if it was the cure for cancer, we'd have to kill them. I'm kidding. We have too many humans on the earth anyway. We need to let it.
Oh my God.
Let it rock.
Oh my goodness. Hey.
Some of it is gay. Bigfoot love does not discriminate. RM is of course talking about Bigfoot erotica.
RM, I have to ask this question. Have you read Bigfoot erotica?
Yeah, that's what you should share on the screen. Give me a link to share on the screen so we can.
Oh my goodness.
Bigfoot is probably non-binary. I don't know about all that.
Possibly. VA politician lost an election because it was revealed that he writes gay Bigfoot porn.
Are you serious?
I don't know, but I love it.
I love that. I love that
so much.
So Pubs wants to know, what do you think? Does Bigfoot have gender?
I don't know. That's a really good question.
I feel like if they're animalistic, they're gonna have gender. They're gonna have gender because
they have to bang and reproduce.
Because wolves and monkeys don't think about gender issues in their lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, but if they're as smart as us, maybe they don't have genders. I don't know. Like, I really don't know.
Maybe the problem is that we overthink things and we create things like gender issues, and then those Sasquatch is like, does it matter? Is that going to feed you your day?
Exactly.
And then I'm like, take me to the hollow earth, and then Sasquatch takes me, and then
no, because we'll explode from the pressure unless it really is a flat Earth.
A flat Earth, in which case there is no pressure and it's all gravy.
Maybe it is a freaking flat Earth. Who knows,
I have
guys?
read reviews of Chuck Tingle books. The pen name is Chuck Tingle. That's almost
Chuck Tingle writing erotica about Bigfoot.
Actually, you know what? Damn it! I need a share screen. We're gonna have to do some sort of sharing because we should also look at Chuck Tingle.
Oh my God. This has been a really fun stream, but you all have not convinced me that Bigfoot is real. Sorry. You know what, Matt? Sometimes we can't win them all, but you're wrong. Bigfoot is real.
Where can I find these? Because the first link goes to an RPG.
So now we're role playing Bigfoot.
I mean, I suppose.
I feel so dirty right now. I cannot.
I mean, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna let you guys go on this journey with me right now.
We're going deep down that rabbit hole, guys.
We're going very deep, balls deep. And this is the type of shenanigans you're gonna get on Mothership Mondays.
That's right.
We should all feel blessed that you're part of this adventure.
100%.
Sorry, guys. I'm just getting a frame. Share screen. Yeah. So should I do zombies? Should I do underwater? Should I do Mothman?
Do Mothman.
Mothman shares. Okay.
Bring back the Mothman. Man.
We should do 10 more streams on that guy. I love that dude too.
I feel like you are definitely into like the that is a creepy picture, but I love it.
Don't you love it?
Yeah, like a lot.
Okay. Blammo, and then boom. Okay. Chuck Tingle's reviews.
Stop.
What?
No, I just find this hilarious. Who is Chuck Tingle and what is he writing?
Wait, what is going on? Okay, let's go to Goodreads.
Oh my god.
Wait, is it not go? Can you see that on Goodreads?
I can see something. No, all I see. What?
It won't get off the damn Google page. Let me exit out of the Google page. Those bastards. Sorry, we're experiencing technical difficulties. Okay, here we go. Blammo. What now we're seeing it, right? Okay. Trans wizard Harry Porber and the bad boy Parasophobus, an adult romance novel. I think he needs to work on his titles, though, right? Okay, trans wizard Harriet Porber and the bad boy Parasaurolophus, an adult romance novel. Trans wizard Harriet Porber is a master smellsmith who's found herself in a bit of a pickle. After finishing wizard college, Harriet made a name for herself by creating a hit viral spell, but has since failed to craft a follow-up. Now Harriet's agent, Minerva, is breathing down her neck, suggesting that Harriet take a trip to an island off the coast of England for inspiration. Do we want to hear more? What's going on, guys? How are we feeling about the stream so far? Castellar Garcia says Quantum Leap, which is being rebooted in September 2020 into it has a Bigfoot episode.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
Also, hello.
Hello, welcome to the stream.
Ooh, entertainment time. Favorite interpretation of Bigfoot in film? Harry and the Hendersons. I'm sorry, Harry is my favorite for sure.
My favorite interpretation of Bigfoot is the Patterson Gimlin film. Great sci-fi entertainment. Here's Matt trying to debunk our belief, our most sacred belief in the Bigfoot. Chuck Tingle is a great porn star name. I agree. I think it should be Tingles. Don't you think it should be Tingles?
That should be Tingle. It should be Tingles. I think Tingles would be better. I do have to say though, it's a clever name. It is a clever name. Chuck Tingles.
Okay, so now that I'm doing the share screen, let's get back on track. The reviews aren't that amazing, you know.
I mean, did you expect them to be?
I did. I expected.
You expected them to be way better. I understand. It's okay.
Okay, here we go.
Wait, I thought we were looking up the Bigfoot erotica though.
Sorry?
How far away was she when you first saw her?
Where are we?
Just across the creek.
Sorry.
About like from here across the creek.
They're talking about the
When
original.
I first saw her, she was standing upright.
Huh.
I thought, this is unreal.
That is so grainy.
The way it was moving, the massive muscle.
That does make me sad. It always is grainy. It's like, okay, maybe these are a hoax, but I still
Roger had the
believe.
camera up to his eyes, and he stumbled and fell. Where you can see the shakiness part. I rode across the creek. I got off the horse and took my rifle out of the scabbard in case I had to make a shot. She made that turn to look. Kept right on walking. She went on up,
Okay, and
out
then
of sight, up that canyon.
In that instance, do you chase it?
Hell no. I don't know.
No.
I don't know because it knows that you're there.
All this time,
I don't
I'm
think
thinking,
so. But I do have to say that this looks
these
fake.
things do exist.
Yeah, it does. It is not. It is not the cornerstone in which I believe.
Which makes me sad. To be completely
This
honest.
Bigfoot video is a pile of BS. Yes, it very much is.
It very much was. I mean, the walk, the costume. It looked like a big.
It was just
it looked like a
idiot
person
walking.
in a gorilla costume. Sorry, not sorry. That was fake news. You look so disappointed.
Who?
You.
No. I don't put any stock into any of these things. I go, what about this one right here? It is interesting to see. It was lame. The beast walking was lame. That was some lame shit.
All of a sudden, Eric's like, "Oh my gosh, big bear, big bear!" I grab my bow. I raise up. I look down the hill, and it is the freaking tallest bear walking on two legs I've ever seen in my life. But the moment I realize, I turn to get Eric to turn on the camera. He's already filming at that point.
Yeah, I didn't get pushed on play until.
But when did you realize it wasn't a bear?
Well, when I realized it wasn't a bear, when we were sitting here and with the foliage.
Yeah, that Bigfoot did have junk in the trunk.
Because all I seen was
For
the ground
real.
coming through. But then, as I got the camera and stood up, and you grabbed your bow, when it stopped right there at that pine. When it stopped at that pine right next to us, it stared at us, which seemed like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was staring back for a long time. At that point, I knew it wasn't a bear. Give me the camera. Oh.
This is just chaos.
Eric, come here.
I'm gonna lower it. I actually hate the sound of him going through the brush.
Right? Super weird.
I tripped. Oh my god, I tripped. Oh my god. What's that? That wasn't a freaking bear.
What was that?
It wasn't a bear.
So that's the question. Who would chase it with a camera? I'm wondering. I'm not even sure I would do that. Right?
You don't think you would do that? You don't think you'd chase?
Then I'm asking to be eaten, right?
I mean, I thought that we determined that we don't think that Sasquatches are.
I wouldn't bet my life on it.
I didn't know what that was.
Right?
Probably
I would never.
smart.
People are like, "Oh no, it's going to attack us." I'd be like, "Don't worry, they're all vegan."
Before you took the camera.
Don't you want? Don't listen. You listen to Mothership Monday. We've determined it's vegan. For all we know, all the missing children, it's Bigfoot.
It's totally Bigfoot.
What was that?
Bring back our children, Bigfoot. It's not to say.
What a disgusting animal. I hope all these people look
got
for
up and I
Bigfoot, get
thought that-
eaten. There we
that
go.
little glimpse
Same
right down
same
the
energy.
Dang,
I
thanks,
could see
Matt.
him
Because I'm
running,
gonna go
and
looking
that
for
was
Bigfoot.
running. It had to have been running at least 2 to 3 times faster than I can run, and I can run fast. But I've never seen anything run that fast in my life.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I don't know if I'll trust any of these videos.
These videos. Sometimes I don't like the videos though because it's like, do you really believe them? Bigfoot evidence. Ooh.
Hey, I've started to read Bigfoot swinging.
Oh, look at that. That is like the most grainy video ever made.
That's what I'm saying. It's always so grainy.
Larger one, and doesn't think it's a baby Bigfoot. She says it's a given. A given. There's lots of woods around New York City. There's lots of Bigfoot sightings. I'm saying this could be a baby. This video is from a dash cam in a police car.
Oh, let's look at
Drive
this
down the
one.
road, just
Dash
like a
cam
normal
videos are
conversation.
always
You
awesome.
see on the right side here, some creature comes out and runs across the road. If Bigfoots are so stealthy, why would it run in front of a car?
Well, that's not an intelligent art point pointing out. The point is that you can't make out at all what that is.
Hey, Bigfoot. Hey, how you doing? It works every time.
Well, let's go back. Is he gonna play it again? No, the highway one.
Why not wait?
Look, I can't even see anything.
There's nothing there.
There's nothing there, and so
No,
I
I'm
don't believe it.
disappointed. I'm disappointed in these videos.
Yeah, you know what? We should have never gone into share mode. No offense, Ken.
Yeah, come on, Ken.
Thanks for steering us wrong, Ken.
I don't think any of us believed the fools, to be
I'm
completely
kidding.
honest.
I'm kidding, Ken. Of
Oh
course.
yeah, Ken, we love you.
We do love you. We do love you. One could not have been able to predict how disappointing those videos would be.
They were quite disappointing, to be completely honest. But that's basically what you always find when you're looking up these Bigfoot videos. It's like, which does lead me to maybe not believe. But I'm still.
So you basically, for you to believe something, you need video footage.
No, I'm just sitting here. No, I don't need video footage. I'm just saying that I wish that people would stop putting up fake videos just for clout.
I don't understand why anyone would do that. Like, what did people get out of that? What exactly do you get out of it?
Money.
You get mocked. You get
For
people
sure.
in your life. Like, I just don't see what would the benefit be to like somebody sitting there and they're bored and like, you know what? I'm going to make a fake Bigfoot video and tell all my neighbors. Why? So you can lose your job and be mocked at?
Yeah, but okay, how many times have we looked at those fake videos? You know they're monetized at this point. I don't know. The
Play
people in the video-
Jack's
oh,
link.
not you guys. Oh, thanks, Pubs.
Wait, who sent me a link? Did I miss a link?
I didn't see a link.
I didn't see no link. Is there a link to play?
See no link.
If somebody's got a
Wait.
link, please resend it. What? You got it?
No, I'm just looking.
Oh.
I don't see a link.
Yeah, no, I didn't see a link.
Play Jack Links? What is Jack Links?
I don't know what that is.
Is that what you were asking about? Yeah, I don't know.
And I got to tell you my favorite Bigfoot story.
Yes.
Okay, so this one is considered the most highly credible. It's 1925. General Mikhail Stepanovich Topolishky, who is a general in the newly formed communist, Russian regime. As we know, the revolution happened in 1917. So it wasn't that long ago that they'd formed. So, former Soviet Union. He went up into the mountains in order to take out anti-Soviet guerrillas.
Ooh.
When he passed through this small, poor town, him and his men were encountered by people who said, they basically were like, they're up in these caves, but we don't go to those areas because that's where the ape men live. And he laughed at them and he thought they were stupid hicks. And he went on and he goes in there and he encounters the gorillas, and they seem battered and already beaten. He has a fight with them, and he's able to easily defeat them. When he's interrogating the men, and he asks them, "Why are you fucked up? Like, what happened? What happened? You've seen combat already." They said they were attacked by apes the size of men attacking them. He didn't believe, and one of the soldiers was able to say, "I shot one of them, and he fell off that cliff over there." So the general went down there, and he got a bunch of men with him to go down there to search for the body of the creature. They eventually find it and actually take great detail notes on the body of this creature. They said it was 5'5", and it looked like a man, but it had fur coat over it. Bare hands, bare feet, no fur on those, and they couldn't tell if it was a man or a monkey. And because it was so human-like, he just had them bury it, respectfully give it a normal burial, 6 feet down or whatever. And he returned, and he would tell this story, and his men would corroborate his story. And to this day, nobody knows what exactly he saw up there. And so this is not a hillbilly. This is a rich general. Like, he has no reason to lie about that.
There's our whistleblower.
There's the whistleblower you need, Pubs. There you go. It's General Mikhail Stepanovich Topalinsky.
You got it. That's a great name, by the way. But
Right.
Yeah, okay. But I thought this. Okay, so here's my thing. So was it a juvenile? Because that seems awfully small.
That is short. That's short. But maybe that's how it is in Russia. Maybe they, maybe they're shortfoots. Maybe they're Harfoots, like in Lord of the Rings. I love how everything references back to Lord of the Rings.
To Lord of the Rings, I think that it's on everybody's mind. Also, I've been actually very much been enjoying Lord of the Rings so far.
I have been enjoying it. Ken says the Jacqueline's the beef jerky. Oh my God, you must know that. You know those commercials, right?
Oh yeah, yes. Yeah. Is it Bigfoot or the Neanderthal?
No, it's Bigfoot. He's right. It's messing with Bigfoot.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, yes. That actually is a good video. Oh.
Yeah, no, good call, Ken.
Good call. But yeah, so I believe that Bigfoot is real. I don't know. I do think that there is something to be said about Hollow Earth.
We could totally, and we need to end up doing an episode just solely on that.
Yeah, it needs to be on your list of 22 shows.
Well, I think I'm up to 24 now because I think I came up with 2 ideas for this bad boy. Boom. All righty. All right, guys, let me present to you Messing with Bigfoot. Oh, that's slow. Get that out. Well, this is taking forever to get started.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Link's jerky made with 100% beef.
Jack Link's Beef Jerky presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Hey guys.
Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side. Jack Link's Beef Jerky.
That's funny that
presents
these are
Messin' with
beef jerky
Sasquatch.
commercials. Club says, "Oh, now we're gonna believe the communists." Hello, Auntie Cat. Welcome.
Here you go, fella. Try this one.
We're talking about Bigfoot right now. We're watching Bigfoot videos.
Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side. Jack Link's Beef Jerky presents Messin' with
Lady, you still
Sasquatch.
here with us? Or I guess not. Oh, yeah.
Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side. Jack Link's Beef Jerky presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Classic. Here we are, big fella. Come get it, big guy.
Oh, poor Sasquatch. I hate it when that happens.
Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
There you go. So those were the Jack Links. Those are the Jack Link ads. Or welcome back, Lainey. Everything going on? Everything all right over there?
Yeah. I couldn't hear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my sound completely was like, bye.
Well, that's what happens when you get crappy things. Maybe I shouldn't get Amona. I see. In typical fashion, we're gonna end this episode with me pissing you off. Do you have
Shocker there?
Do you have any final thoughts?
No. I'm really glad that we did this episode. I know how much you love the Sasquatch.
I feel like I only told a fraction of my stories, but it's all good. It's all good. We can have a follow up. Once people find out that he's real, we'll have a follow up, right?
Absolutely. We are going to find that ranger and bring them on here so that they can tell you guys a real story about the Sasquatch.
Maybe we could do the interview in the park.
Ooh, now that sounds even better.
Wouldn't that be insane, guys? I would love that. That would blow my mind. So any final thoughts? Your thoughts? For ultimate verdict? What do you think Bigfoot is? What do you think the phenomenon of Bigfoot is?
I think that they are a nature spirit and possibly a guardian of something.
Do they bang?
For sure.
Okay. Okay, that's an important point. So I believe that they are interdimensional creatures and they do bang. There you guys go. You heard it here first.
There you go.
Monday. I had such a great time. Do you have any plugs or any shout outs you want to do?
Just follow me, guys, please. I am trying to make it to affiliate. As you can tell, I am injured, so I'm probably going to be working a lot less.
You should feel bad for her.
You should feel bad for me. Please do.
So that you should sub even harder now.
Yes, sub away. Help a girl out too, because it's going to be an expensive fix.
Oh man,
I'm slutting myself out.
That's what we are as streamers. That's what I realized as streamers we basically are. The other day when everyone was like, they're like, do sexy things with a chapstick, and I was like, and I felt weird about it, but everyone's just started throwing bits at me, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I'm included.
Now there's pictures of me on the internet doing weird things with my tongue, and
100%. I saved that.
Everyone did. Thank you, Auntie Cat, for the Auntie Cat sent me a photo of it. It was really great.
I was kidding.
No, Auntie Cat sent me actually took a screenshot and
oh my
sent it
god!
to you.
Why am I not surprised?
Auntie Cat's so sweet. But yeah, basically that's what being a streamer is. So it's all just like we're all
100%.
hookers.
100%.
Show them.
It's okay. Show them what?
Can I show them on this stream? I'll show them next stream. But okay. So are you streaming this week now that you're ill?
I'm gonna try. I don't know how to work Twitch, so I'm going to try though my hardest to get back on.
Download Twitch Studio Beta.
I feel like I've already
easiest way to do
it, and I still don't really understand it. I am a boomer. We already know
this. So
when
you start it, there's a button on the bottom,
right,
that says Start Stream.
Oh.
So there
you go, guys. So yeah, hopefully I will be bringing back some Roundhouse Trolley stuff, especially with what's been going on in the world. There's a lot to talk about. So yes, I will not promise you, but I will be trying to come back to streaming this week.
Okay. No promises. Okay, it's all good. It's always great to hear what you got to say. Guys, this is a Fat Mantis attempting to sign off. First, I want to let you know what's going on in our streaming world. Tonight at 10 p.m., of course, over on the YouTube channel, the Fight Juice online. That's going to be Fanboy Modeling School. Me and Steve just talking about weekend review, whatever nonsense is going on in pop culture and entertainment. It's just us hanging out, and we invite you to be there. We'd love to have you there. Of course, I'm going strong on YouTube. As you know, if you've noticed, I've been dropping content. Oh, I get hot. But also this Wednesday, Rogue Planet, we're going to have Bex on, and we're going to be talking about Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon. So please stay tuned for that. And remember to keep tuning into Brunch with the Fat Mantis, 11:30 a.m.-ish every weekday. So we can hang out, we can chill, we can do all sorts of fun stuff like that. Matt says, really fun stream. Always a good time to have you. Love you all. There we go. There's Rebuke TV. And, of course, check out all the fun stuff going on Hold Up TV. Hold Up TV is doing a lot of fun stuff with the Request Box Live. Hopefully, we'll get our Conversations That Matter this week. Dying to see that return for its season 2. But other than that, guys, I hope to see you at 10 o'clock. And this is the Fat Mantis reminding you, like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, ciao for now, bitches.
Bye, guys.
Ken, I'm going to do the video, I promise.